Welcome to Houston Life on this Friday, December 23rd, 2022. Christmas Eve is here. Can you believe it? I'm Derrick Shore along with my other half, Brandon Bourque, as you already know.
Hi.
How you doing? Welcome back to the show.
Thank you. Happy to be here. It's cold outside.
It is cold outside, and thank you for the applause. We appreciate that. It's always great when Brandon comes to visit KPRC because it's like a little family reunion. I know, most of the people here in this building.
Yeah, I was here exactly 1 year ago today, and you always make it fun, but it's always nice to see everyone here at the Deuce.
Including one of your questions. So Brandon, it has been a full year. I can't believe it. Sabiha, the boy looks thirsty. Do you mind coming in? We have to celebrate because it has been so long. Thank you, Sabiha.
Thank you.
One of our hardworking producers here. And thank you so much to, this was a guest on our show a while back, Madame Zero. So why don't you tell the viewers how we prepared for the big freeze? Because by now they know we have a lot of plants at home, like many Houstonians do.
Lots of plants. We had to bring them all inside, especially just one very important plant. We call him Uncle Frank. He's a descendant of my actual uncle. The plant was a gift from my Aunt Cheryl, but the original plant was in Florida. She took a start and then gave it to us as a housewarming present. And let me tell you, it is our mission in life to keep him alive.
Because Uncle Frank is not just any plant, he's a pineapple plant.
Yeah.
And pineapple plants can be a little bit finicky. They don't produce a lot of fruit once every 2 years, is that right?
One pineapple every 2 years. So think about that the next time you have a pineapple.
Just think about all of the hard work that goes into it. Well, we spent much of the last few days preparing and bringing the plants inside. And the bigger plants, like Uncle Frank, we felt like they could stay home alone. The littler ones, we didn't feel comfortable leaving the little babies at home by themselves.
Yeah, they get scared.
What kind of parents would we be? So we bundled them into the car. We buckled them up. I think we have a photo of them in the back seat. We tried to keep them as safe as possible. And they're actually here with us. We brought them to work today because we felt like, I don't know, we shouldn't leave the little ones at home. So here they are in studio. Behave, little ones, our studio audience. So, so far so good, right?
They're being so good.
Yeah. Also, we did prepare here at Houston Life for the big freeze by covering some of the pipes. So if you'll notice, this is just outside. Have you been out there, Brandon, to check to see
I haven't.
how these pipes fared?
But they look like they're having a really good time.
Yeah.
And staying warm.
They're having a really good time. We do not recommend that at home, by the way. No. Well, cheers, Brandon.
Cheers. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's great to see you. So last time we saw you, you didn't have that cool tattoo, your latest tattoo that you added.
Oh my gosh, the drama of Thanksgiving. No. Yeah, it's still there. It's not going away.
Wait, in case our viewers missed this, it was Thanksgiving Day when your mother actually found out you had gotten the recent
my
tattoo.
mom, her sisters, my aunts, my whole family watches the show. So, and when you talked about it, I figured that they would have known about it. What better way for them to find out than on TV?
And that's a pair of legs. It's like plant legs? Or a plant with legs?
I think it's a plant with legs. So I think it's a vase.
Or legs with a plant.
Ladies' legs crossed and 2 monstera leaves. Coming out of the vase. But
I really hate to interrupt you guys. I just saw somebody that I think you need to see. I got him from the newsroom, and I figured that he was here. It might be a little early, but I needed to bring him in for you guys to see. So
Merry Christmas!
Santa!
Merry Christmas!
Santa!
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Have you been behaving?
Always.
Okay.
Always well behaved.
I just had to stop by and see if you guys had been being good.
Well, Santa, I thought we were on the naughty list this year.
Well, there was a question. That's why I came by.
I think it starts off naughty, but then we know it's getting closer to seeing
You're
you,
moving slowly up the list.
Okay, good.
Let me ask you, though, since it is Christmas Eve, it's December 23rd, is it too late? I mean, if we're on the naughty list, is there no hope? I know a lot of our viewers, the elf on the shelf has been keeping an eye on them.
It is never too late. It is never too late. Santa's always looking for good people. And Houston has been so good this year. The kids, the adults, everyone has been behaving so well, and so it'll be easy for them to move up. It's never too late.
Okay, very nice. So Santa, I am so honored that you would make time for us here at KPRC. You've been busy this year.
It's a very busy season. I've got all the elves back at the North Pole finishing up the toys. The reindeer are fattening up and getting ready for their flight. And so took a little time out. You guys are so special. I wanted to stop by and say hi and just check you out and see how things were going here in Houston.
Oh, we love it. We love it. Well, it feels like you brought the North Pole with you.
Well, it does feel that way. Santa's got to have it cool where he goes, and so I brought it with me. For those of you that don't like it, I apologize.
Well, we love it. It's a nice change of pace. This is totally a surprise. We had no idea Santa was making time for us.
Now I know how Courtney feels. I'm like, what's happening?
Brandon, do you have any questions for Santa? Any last-minute gift requests?
I don't know. Our tree's a little empty. It's a little empty under the tree.
Under the tree. Yeah, we have no gifts under the tree at home. But that's okay, right?
Yeah.
Christmas is about more than just gift giving,
It is
right?
more about, it's about family, it's about love, it's about time together. It's about food, of course, because, you know, we have to have the good food too. There's so much more about Christmas. Of course, we know the true Christmas story that we all look at, and so there's so much about Christmas beyond the gifts. So
Yeah. Well, that's actually my favorite part of Christmas is seeing our family. You know,
Yes.
as you get older, you really cherish those moments
Absolutely.
more than gifts under the tree. So
It's true. Well, Santa, I understand you're going to be with us throughout the entire show today.
I
Is
will
that
be
right?
here all day. That's right. So
Okay, great. Well, I hope
to
some
get a photo.
reindeer games are on the menu because that sounds like a good time to
looking
me.
forward to it.
Okay, Santa. We'll see you in just
All
a
right.
little while.
Merry Christmas.
This was
Merry
nice.
Christmas.
Wow. And thanks so much to our team who arranged for Santa to be here. That's exciting.
love it.
Well, so as Brandon mentioned, the tree at home, Santa's going to hang out backstage. Do we have some cookies and milk for that guy? Let's
take
hook
some.
him up. How about that? I think we have a little bit of a difference when it comes to our design philosophy and sensibility at home. And a few weeks ago, actually, this was September because I feel like Christmas gets earlier every year when stores start having their Christmas stuff for
I think
sale.
you like to put the decorations up earlier.
But the thing is, y'all know this, the season goes by so quickly. And so when you put up the lights too close to Christmas, you can't enjoy them as long.
And then we're usually like traveling or, with family so that we don't get to enjoy it as much at the house.
My mom left her tree up one year until July 4th. I'm not kidding. That's a true story.
Well, in Louisiana, we just change it out for different holidays. We have a Mardi Gras tree, a Valentine's tree, Easter tree.
That's true. Yeah, that is a big Cajun tradition to do the Mardi Gras tree. Well, so a few months back, we were at one of these big box stores, and I saw this set of garlands that I really, really loved. Look, I mean, there are pine cones in there. Who doesn't love a pine cone, right?
They're beautiful.
Yeah, but the look on your face did not exactly convey any excitement. Brandon was not thrilled. This is the actual look on Brandon's face when I was like, hey, can we please take home these beautiful garlands?
I think that was my face as you were putting like the third box into the cart. I was like,
Okay,
what are we
that's-
going to do with all of this?
I don't think that's totally true because you were kind enough to allow me to buy 2 boxes and bring them home. The compromise is that we bought the garlands, we took them home, and we didn't put them up. They're still in the box.
Yep. Not my fault. Not my fault.
Okay, well, anyway, we'll have more on that in just a bit. Playing hooky from work. Thanks so much for doing this.
Thanks for having me.
Is your boss watching?
I don't think so.
Okay. Okay. Well, listen, before the break, we were chatting about our design at home. And this is something I think a lot of households deal with. A lot of couples maybe have little differences of opinion. And Brandon, what did you tell me yesterday? If you could live as a minimalist, what?
Less is more. I could live with like a sofa and an ottoman and
Look at these gnomes, though. We have. So this actually is our house. You're seeing right there, and our tree.
I'm not a Scrooge. I think it's all beautiful. Less is more for me.
Less is more.
Yeah.
What did you tell me the other day? The gnomes make you itch?
Yeah.
See, people in our studio audience are gasping right now. It's
just a lot. It's
Sounds a little grinchy. But one of our favorite traditions is putting cards on the tree. You can see right there the merman ornament we got from Christmas on the Strand down in Galveston.
Looks lovely.
Lauren
I
and
love
Santa.
your
What do you think? What do you
house.
think of the tree at home?
You know, by the way that you and Brendan have each described it, I truly thought there was going to be a lot less. But there's more than I thought, and I think it looks lovely. It looks beautiful, crisp, and clean.
That is very, very nice.
Thank you.
Yes, of
Santa,
course.
any thoughts?
It was beautiful. I can't wait to come put some presents under it.
Oh, well, Well, yes, we need at least one or two. Okay.
So yes, we definitely need to get you guys into more of a Christmas decorating spirit, including Brandon. So we thought that we would have you guys decorate these trees today. Santa, we've given them some ornaments, some decorations, and like you mentioned before, Derrick, we're gonna have you guys at home vote on whose tree looks better. So I'm curious to see who's gonna grab what.
Okay.
And maybe we'll just kind of give a little play-by-play as Derrick and Brandon start to decorate these trees. We're gonna give them 3 minutes, and I'm anxious to see how they start. So let's get the timer going.
Okay.
And let's start decorating these trees.
Okay, let's get that timer. Okay, we're going. Let's go for it. Now, the thing is, some people just choose to do, sorry, Lauren.
Oh, you're
Kelly,
fine. I'm
step
gonna get
around
out of
here.
your way.
Some
Okay.
people choose to do a totally natural look, and maybe they don't want to put any ornaments on their tree.
You know what I like about these, though, is that they start with Christmas lights. And so technically, Santa, am I right, it already gives it some decor. So then you really get to put your own touch on there with the lights already added.
The lights definitely add a lot to begin with. It helps a lot. So
And it helps you see down the chimney.
see, we know right where we're going.
You know, when I was a child and we would go to my grandma Shore's house just down the road, she had these old school Christmas lights that would essentially burn your house down. They were, do you remember the lights that I'm talking about? Actually, just like your earrings. Now they're all cool to the touch
I
LED
bought
lights.
them today to keep warm.
So I went to a Christmas party in Denmark, and it was a Christmas dinner party, and they put real candles on the tree.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
everyone's just like drinking wine and dancing around the tree, and I was the only one that was just like,
Sitting in the corner nervously. Yeah, real candles I think used to be more of a thing. We do not recommend that at home.
no.
Okay, well, so far it's shaping up.
Santa, what do you think, though? Come on this side a little bit. I'm kind of surprised that they both went with a wrap
With the
and
spiral
ribbon
wrap.
versus starting with the ornaments. Is that normally what they do? Because I just start with the ornaments
I
first.
think I find it much easier to start with the ribbon because if you start with the ribbon second, or if you come second, then you start knocking your ornaments back off.
Okay, it's a good point. It's a good point. All right.
You don't want to trap the ornaments. By the way, today is day, hold on, 5 or 6? Day 6 of Hanukkah?
Day 6, that's right. That is
6.
right, yes.
And I think that the gift-giving tradition in Hanukkah is so great because a lot of households, you'll do a gift every single day of Hanukkah, is that
So
right?
traditionally, yes, it's 8 crazy nights, and you will do 1 gift per night unless, you have the family over, and then you can have multiple gifts from multiple family members and friends, but it's a wonderful holiday, more or less about tradition, family,
And they get to
just-
play dreidel.
And they get to play the
Oh,
dreidel.
dreidels
You
are so
got it.
fun.
Yes, yes. We had some latkes on the show earlier this week.
We did.
It's been a wonderful Hanukkah celebration. You guys have less than a minute. Santa, what do you think that they need to be grabbing here?
I think we need some color showing.
Okay.
Some color showing.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, I would just like to respectfully point out that 3 minutes to decorate an entire Christmas tree, I mean, what planet are we living on?
Derrick, it's
Goodness,
a miniature.
it's pre-lit.
You got it, Derrick. You can do this.
Do you remember?
We have faith in you.
Also, thank you, Santa. I have faith in you too. When I was a kid, we also would the pre-lit trees are a thing that we didn't have, and
Okay.
we would get trees that didn't. The trunk doesn't always stand up totally straight.
Yeah, I got you. Well, you guys grab your phone right now. Go to click2vote.com, and you can vote who the winner is going to be. We're going to reveal the results at the end of the show. I'm liking what I'm seeing, both very different yet very similar. The live results will come to you on the air from Houston Life this afternoon.
Okay, and
Hopefully they're not judging the back.
Right now, 60% of our viewers are on Team Brandon. Okay, Derrick, you need to step up your Christmas decorating game.
you know what? Everyone always likes Brandon better anyway. I'm not surprised. Okay, well, thank you, viewers. Don't give up on me just yet, and I hope we'll have time during the commercial break to continue working
Okay.
on these.
Yeah, and since Christmas is this weekend and the weather may be a little too icy to play outside, we've got a fun challenge the whole family can play while you celebrate the holiday indoors.
Okay, we're told by Lauren Kelly this challenge is called the Balloon Challenge, and you're here with the rules. How does this all go down?
Very specific rules for a very specific game. I think that you can guess by the 2 materials needed what we're going to be doing. So you may have seen a quick teaser earlier in the day. What we're going to do is we're going to take this balloon. Give me one of your cups. I'm going to demonstrate what we're going to do.
Okay.
You're going to put it in your mouth like this, and you're going to blow it up. Once your mouth puts the balloon in the cup like this. Ready?
Okay.
Watch.
And
You
this could be
cannot-
any plastic cup,
Any plastic
like a
cup,
red
and you
Solo
cannot
cup.
use your hands. Okay, watch this.
Okay. Oh, I see. Okay.
And then you're gonna carry that balloon while it's blown up to the other side of your table. And the person to get the most the most cups on the other side of the table will win the challenge. So just to be clear, this is what it's supposed to look like. No hands. Okay, ready, watch.
Okay. Makes some strange noises. So all I have to do is deposit the cup over on Brandon's side?
Yes, on the other side. And so the trickiest part is if you drop the balloon on the floor, you can get another balloon. But if you drop the cup on the floor, you have to pick the cup up with the balloon in the cup.
On the floor. So
Yeah.
we'd have to
Okay.
get down on all fours.
All right, ready?
essentially.
We're gonna give you 1 minute to try this.
What?
On your mark.
1 minute?
Get set, go. Yes, no hand. No, don't blow it up too much. You're gonna pop. Yes, that's all you need. Basically, with these cups, they kind of stick to this. The balloon kind of sticks to the side. Okay, 1 and 1. Derrick is moving a little bit quicker than Brandon. Derrick has 2. Okay. Oh no! You gotta get on the balloon. Derrick is on. Don't drop it. Don't drop it. Just drop the balloon. No, you can't pick it up with your hands. Oh, now you have to get. Brandon won by Derrick dropping his cup on the floor. But I do want to see. Hey, mad props to Derrick for getting the balloon and getting the cup off the floor.
Well, that's some good paid family fun. That was really fun.
That was really good. To be honest, I didn't know that you guys were going to do that. But much props to you. And if you guys want another family-friendly game to play this weekend with everybody, only on HoustonLife.tv, we've got a ton of those. And of course, the video of you and Courtney doing the Oreo challenge. It is
I
a
watched that.
must-see TV.
Well, and you did it too. Don't forget.
Oh my gosh!
good.
You put the Oreo on your forehead, and you have to move your face to try to get it in your mouth. And well, it was quite the show. Then Courtney
That was
did
a
not
good
give up.
time. And Lauren, by saying you didn't think we could do it, essentially you're saying you thought we would be terrible.
Not
No, it's okay. I get it. Thanks for the holiday
in
love.
those exact words.
No, we appreciate it. Thanks, Lauren. That was really fun.
Sure.
Thank you, Lauren. And